I raised another point yesterday when I was talking about this. I was talking about the Cowboys schedule, and, Dak is mostly going up against quarterbacks that I think are better. And I mentioned specifically the Raiders in week 11, Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. And Pete was like, oh, don't even put Geno in the same category as Dak. Well, Pete's not on the show today, so let's just explore real quick the comp between Geno Smith and Dak Prescott. I've been coughing all week, so I'm going to take a sip of my water real quick. Then we'll look into that. Okay, check this out. I went to Pro Football Reference, and they have this tool where you can compare players. And this is Dak Prescott and Geno Smith over the past 3 seasons. And I will say, I think if you look at these numbers, Dak has a slight edge, but it's not as great as one may think. So looking at these numbers with you, Dak does have a better record. Geno has played 12 more games in the last 3 seasons, right? Sometimes the best ability is your availability, right? I'm not even convinced Dak's going to make it through the season. Completion percentage, almost the same, 67 to 68. Passing yards, Geno obviously leads due to more games played. But if you look at passing yards per attempt, identical. They both throw for 7.4 yards per attempt. Geno Smith, passing yards per game, 3 yards apart per game. Touchdowns, 70 to 32 interceptions for Dak, 71 to 35 interceptions for Geno. Almost the same. Quarterback rating, 96.8 for Dak, 95.5 for Geno. And then if you look at rushing, Geno has been almost twice as effective. Granted, he's played more games, right? But 793 yards on 5 yards per carry versus 478 yards on 4.2 yards per carry for Dak, 4 touchdowns each rushing. So again, I think if I look at these numbers objectively, Dak has a slight edge. But what these numbers say is Geno and Dak are essentially the same player. And so if you're a Cowboys fan, that might encourage you. Oh, yeah, Dak's on the same tier as Geno Smith. Geno Smith's been to 2 Pro Bowls in the last 3 years. Like, Geno Smith's had his team in the playoffs. Or it might make the reality of who Dak is a little more bitter. Yeah, Dak's like Geno Smith. Dak's like Geno Smith. They are the same player. And if you don't think Geno Smith is one of these A-list or B-list NFL quarterbacks, then Dak's not either. And that's a bitter pill to swallow for some Cowboys fans, but I think that's the truth of it. Bear the Truth chiming in again. Maybe we can split with Philly, get a wild card berth. Dak is serviceable, stabilizing voice. I agree with that.